This is the city that breathes inline skating. Welcome, everyone. New York, it's Manhattan, the Upper West Side, Riverside Park. Hi, I'm Doug Dunbar, and this is the canvas for the artist that is the inline skater. New York City's so great with all the grind rails around town, sidewalks, streets, gaps, and these are the future professionals that'll someday give the pros a run for their money that are getting ready right now on the north end of the park.
We get underway in New York with a guy who's kind of come out of nowhere to give the pros a run for their money. A pro himself now, Mike Budnick, coming on the scene fairly quickly at 97. He's out of Irvine, California, 22 years old. He'll start with a 360 grab.
Very nice air. He's a powerful skater. More of a vert skater, but he really likes courses like this because it really accentuates his style of skating.
This street course right here, it's pretty much just an enormous mini ramp with a bunch of obstacles in the middle. So you just kind of do your mini ramp tricks, and then when you pass an obstacle in the middle, do what you can over it. And for me, it's a really good course. A lot of these technical street skaters who are they do some amazing, amazing stuff, but there's not really that many rails and stuff all over the place for them to do it.
Mike's doing a great job already of utilizing most of the course. He talks about being able to transition. There's one right there. Beautiful.
He skates with a lot of speed, and really his strength has been on the ends of the course, as he said.
And look at the shoot out of the end here. This is toward the back end of the run. Over the sub.
Going for the big 180 over the box. It looked like he got some height. There with the 360. Nice grab to start his runoff. And there, the nice backslide, putting all of his weight on his back foot.
Great energy all the way through the end of the 65-second run. Budnick, your leader. Beautiful day here in New York City. Sun is out for B3. Presented by 1-800-COLLECTS, the ASA Pro Tour Men's and Women's Street. As you just saw, Mike Budnick takes the lead, and he's one of 10 competitors who have assembled here in New York City for the final round. 65 seconds per run. They'll get 2 shots at the street course. You take the best of those 2 runs. That is how we determine our winner. Another Californian set to go, 17-year-old Neil Seymour. He's had a couple of wins earlier this season, LA and Philadelphia, looking for a triple header.
He's a very consistent skater. He's originally from Chicago, moved to California to live with a couple other top skaters, including Randy Spicer.
Seymour looking much like Mike Budnick's initial run off the sidewall, making good use of the grind rails as well.
Just going down, a little bit of a stumble there, but he skates with so much speed, it doesn't really cost him that much if he just goes down once or twice.
See how long that speed lasts, too. It's about 90 degrees here. These are some of the New York guys that didn't make the finals. But for Seymour, toward the end of that 65-second run, the heat just might come into play. Over the sub box, and that is not the aggressive Seymour we saw like 25 seconds ago. Nice transition. Didn't come out of it. Budnick did earlier. Still time on the clock.
And he's going to end his run sitting down.
That is not good.
Neil started off his run very well with the nice grab on the 540. That's 1.5 full rotations. And then into the beautiful grind all the way until his foot hit, and then he came back down.
Neil Seymour, good enough for second place right now, maybe by virtue of the fact that he is the second skater to go. Fans enjoying the view, some of the best skaters in the world. Mike Scott's a guy who is in his first street competition final this year. He's really one of these vert guys who's done so well in vert and kind of transferring those skills here into the street, and we look for more from him as the season goes on.
He really skates very quickly there with a double grab right into this, coming up backwards, planting on the wall, and then spinning around. Very technical.
2 big missed opportunities on grinds. Finally gets a good one in.
Very nice with the unity grind, crossing the legs. Trying all different variations.
Now he's going for a lot of grinds. But to get up in the score category where Budnick is our leader right now, do we need to see a little bit more air?
Well, he started off with the double grab, very creatively using the wall ride in the back. They're showing some more technical prowess, going in backwards, a 270 to a kind grind. With all the different variations, he's putting together a very solid first run. It would be good if he did 1 or 2 more airs, though.
Oh, that one is definitely going to end the run. Maybe not so comfortably from Mike Scott.
Here's 2 grabs, first poking the foot out, then bringing them back in, then a 270-degree rotation to what we call a kind grind.
Mike Scott, with that effort, now moves into first place, the 69.2, the score to beat.
B3 is presented by Rollerblade, fighting for freedom, justice, and a really dialed ride. And in part by All Sport. The game will never be the same. By Taco Bell, craving a little more taste? Crunch into the irresistible taste of a Taco Bell taco. And by Gap Jeans.
Soccer sure has changed since I played. 30-foot rises. Contracting goals. This game is nothing like we could have ever imagined. And it all started with All Sport.
All Sport, with a third more carbs than Gatorade. The game will never be the same.
So I'm at Taco Bell, and guess who walks through the door? Lady Luck.
Lady Luck,
Have a large Pepsi.
come talk to me.
Well, you heard the lady.
Order a medium or large drink and play the Ropa Jeep Wrangler game. You could win one of 100 Jeep Wranglers.
Sweet.
We're giving away not 1, not 10, but 100 Jeep Wranglers. Plus, you could win $250,000 in cash or one of millions of food and cash prizes.
Isn't she something?
Play Ropa Jeep Wrangler, only at Taco Bell.
This is totally easy.
It is 90 degrees in New York City at Riverside Park, even warmer on the asphalt of the street course. But Matt Salerno, winning B3 in the vert, performs well in the heat.
Oh, big, huge flip to start things off. That was a 180 fakie flip. Came around, landed a little bit sideways, and spun an extra 180 degrees. He just flies from end to end on the course.
There are a lot of skaters that would say he is the best in the world, including a man who skated earlier, Mike Budnick.
By far the best skater in the world right now. I mean, you can't... Anybody who argues that is ignorant or something. I mean, the kid is a machine. He sticks every trick he ever tries, and he'll think of something in his head. First try, boom, sticks it. And doesn't just stick it, sticks it and makes it look good.
This is exactly what he was talking about. He sticks the Royale all the way to the bottom of the rail, lots of style, and then right into another grind.
He was in Dallas, Texas just weeks ago. Great performance in 120-degree heat. So this is nothing for him here in New York.
Oh, and even with time running out, a soul grind to a 540. Here's the flip that started things off. He always stays on his feet. And then right into the unity grind, starting up backwards. And then the Royale all the way down to the bottom of the rail.
Well, we'll see if Mike Scott can hang on to the lead. No way. Matt Salerno easily overtakes the field. Over 80 points. B.J. Campbell, first place in the street in the ASA Pro Tour. That was Milwaukee. And that was the first time, as he gets underway, that he saw his father, who he had not seen apparently for roughly 8 years. And his father got to see him in competition.
His father didn't even really know he was a skater. He said, "Dad, come on out." Big win for him. Skating with a lot of speed. He's got a lot more confidence now later in the season. Oh, beautiful. Coming off of the bottom of the rail, but bringing it all the way down in control. Something the judges always look for. It's just staying on your feet, keep moving.
Campbell's 18 years old. One of those upper Northwest guys we talked about out of Portland, Oregon, of all places. And one might not think so, but a great city to skate in.
Aaron Feinberg, Shane Saviors also from there. Aaron, the big win at the X Games. There's the Misty flip. Big inverted 540.
He does it so well. Brings the knees in nice and tight.
And even there, a little bit off balance, he still manages to throw the 360 transfer.
Seeing a lot of energy at the end of a 65-second run for Campbell.
There, the nice air into a Royale, then he spins around 180 degrees, and then his patented low Misty flip right over the box.
Currently in third, 66.8. Also in the first round today, Josh Petty, currently in sixth with a fairly good performance.
Josh skates with so much power on the course, doing very technical tricks there with a little fast plan into a grind.
Dion Anthony, round one position better than Petty, but it wasn't nearly as pretty.
This run had its moments, but when he really went for the big grinds, at times he took some big falls.
But the good parts of Anthony's run keep him in striking distance of top 3 and maybe a medal here in New York City. We finished one round. Salerno a commanding lead. Scott Campbell second and third. Talk about Salerno's style. The Aussie from down under, a fan favorite and a favorite of a lot of his fellow athletes.
It's different. It's Australian. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I like it. I like to watch him skate. It goes really fast and goes big.